Oh, I think I'm on. I don't know what's happened there. It was a slight lag just as we started. Good afternoon and welcome back to West Ham United for our match day live for the Brentford game. My name is Anton. If you're new around here, please come and subscribe to the channel. Of course, let's get a target of a minimum of 100 thumbs up today on our likes. So we're going for 100 on the thumbs up. If you're here, please go and do that. Just there, I think there's a little cheeky thumbs up. That'll do. Of course, comment and we'll get engaged with the comment. But as we do know, West Ham are at Brentford Stadium today for the official opening of Brentford Stadium, and the team news is in. So let's go and take a look at the team news. So we're going to try and have as much of the... Sorry, I'm just reading some of the updates that's coming through. We're going to try and have some stuff coming from the stadium as well, because as you know, Stell is at the stadium with some of the other guys from Irons United. So we'll be trying to have some of that information. But let's take a little look at the starting lineup for today's game. You've got Fabianski in goal, Fredericks, Diop, Dawson, Johnson, playing with Creswell, sorry. So it looks like we're going for the back five with the two wing backs, Fredericks and Creswell on each. Well, actually, yeah, Fredericks, Creswell and Johnson. It depends if you want to say. I don't know if he's going to be playing that. I wonder where he'll be putting Johnson, because he kind of played further forward the last time. Then he's got Lanzini starting alongside Coventry, Benrahma, Fornals and Antonio. The main number 9 up top. On our bench is Randolph, David Martin, two goalkeepers, Frederick Alves, Baptiste, Forson, who I'm delighted to see there, Mark Noble, and of course Okoflex, who's bagged 4 goals in pre-season so far. So what do you think of the starting lineup? It is pre-season, so I wouldn't get too concerned if you're not seeing particular players. We do know that Ariola's not involved, Suchek's not involved, Sufal's not involved, and Yarmolenko are not involved. They were training with the at Rush Green this morning. And the news on Jared Bowen is that he's gained a minor injury, and they are stressing the fact that Bowen has just got a minor injury, so nothing to worry about, hopefully, with the Bowen front. So don't let me just update that. Bowen out with a minor injury. Just get that up there for you so you can all see it. Then, of course, Brentford have got their starting lineup. Let's take a look at that. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of players there I do not recognise. Gunnarsson, Roslev, Good, Sorensen, Pinnock, Rico Henry, who of course West Ham have been linked to several years and haven't been linked to him much this season, of course. Janelt, Onyeka is their new signing. Canos, Dervisoglu and Force. And on the bench for them is Raya, Thompson, Norgard, Godos, Tony, Janssen, Mbueno, Fosu, Baptiste, Stevens and Haygarth. So a mix and match of first teamers and new players and youth involved throughout the Brentford team. So what do you think on the two lineups? Are you happy? Are you miffed? But we're only literally a couple of weeks away from the season starting. We don't have any new signings in. We've got what do you call them? I've just totally, the name's gone off my head there. Ariola is not being involved either. But let's go and see some of the comments and see who's in, and we'll see what everyone is saying before we, of course, talk about the game. Gary J, did you see the video of him jumping up and kicking the crossbar? Beast, 6'5". He absolutely is a beast, Ariola. He really is. Sorry, my daughter's crying in the background there. Hopefully we'll get someone to get her. Oko needs to be on the bench every game of the season. He needs experience, and he's only going to get better. He probably is. He's 4 goals. Sorry, guys, give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. Sorry, guys, just had to dip away for 2 seconds for a family emergency there, but hopefully it's all resolved now. Let's see who else is in here. Martin played last night for the under-23s. Strange rumour saying we're selling Coventry to Peterborough. I'd be really surprised at that because he's been heavily involved in the pre-season as well. Tony's starting on the bench for him. He is one that could hurt us, but we have to remember it's pre-season. It's non-competitive. There'll be some form of competitiveness in this game, but we'll see. Pete Chapman, afternoon all. Hope you're well. Let me see what everyone else is saying. Stanley, Alessi, good morning. Woke up 9:30 on the dot to catch the stream. West Ham Unofficial's in the house. If you like West Ham content, go across and check out Jake's channel, West Ham Unofficial. Make sure you subscribe over there. Let me see. So many. Don't recognise most of their team. I'm agreeing with you on that one, Stuart, to be honest. Need to stop being on time. Yes, I know, but life gets in the way, Kyriakos, and that's just what happens, mate. Bobby Blocks, good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. Gary, thank you for joining us. Terence Crane says 3-0 to West Ham. While we're at it, why don't you get your predictions in? So what's your predictions for the game, of course? Let's see, we'll keep going through some of the comments last night. Baptiste and Forson played last night too. They did. They played last night, I think it was in a 2-2 draw against Aldershot Town for the second team. Is this actually going to stream the game? No, we're not. Unfortunately, we can't. There we are. Where are we? Go on. Oh, God. Here we are. Scott R. It is interesting to see how many youth is on the team sheet. I know we are low in numbers, but this could be a sign that some will be sticking with us. Yeah, I think the interesting one in particular, the interesting couple of players that you can see from this, Scott, let me just get to that comment, is obviously Coventry's been heavily involved in the team, in the starting lineup. And then we've got Forson on the bench. Baptiste is on the bench again. He did miss the last game. And Okoflex as well. So I don't know. Is that a sign of some things to say? I mean, what's the comment I've read here? Surprised that there's no Alessi or Ekwa. Ekwa's been heavily involved in the under-23s. And Alessi's actually not been involved at all. So I'm a bit confused at where Alessi is. No one's actually said anything about Alessi. Has he picked up a knock? But he's not been involved with the under-23s at all or anything like that. So I don't know, mate. It's a bit of a interesting one. Sorry, I'm just having to send this link to Matt for him to jump on, but for some reason it's not coming through. Hold on. We'll start to go through your comments as we go along. So yeah, I am surprised as well. There is no Alessi or Ekwa, but I thought Ekwa was going to be a little bit more involved this season, but maybe not. Maybe he is a genuine purchase for the new season. So code yet. Let me see here. Where are we? Hi everyone. Fo, hope you're well. Good to see you, mate. Stuart, really impressed by our youngsters this year. Could be a good year stepping up. Absolutely. Skokie, let's go Brentford. Listen, each to their own. Everyone's allowed to support their own team. I just wanted to see why this is not coming through for Matt. Morning, Steve, mate. Hope you're well. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Just trying to get this sorted. You'd think after doing this for several years we'd be you think we'd be sorted, but we're obviously not. We're obviously not. Can't wait for Coventry to start the match. Really cool. Really think it will be good to see Coventry make the step up to the plate couple of weeks before the season starts. I think we're going to start, against the Premier League opposition, you could say, albeit there's going to be big changes in all the teams. This is by far not going to be the lineup that we're going to be seeing start the Premier League season, but it's getting closer. It's getting closer. No Bowen, he's been rested of the Liverpool interest. That's not true. He's picked up a minor injury. Yes, we are having an afternoon nap because we keep doing streams really late at night. and I caught the beginning of Stell's stream that he did late last night, this morning, and I'll be brutally honest with you, I'd created all the stuff to do the show and Stell wasn't replying to me. He was not replying to me. I went to bed, and as I was literally on the cusp of sleep, he messaged to say, "Do you want to go on live?" And I was like, "Mate, I'm in my bed." And then I seen he was trying to slag me off, saying that it was all me. That's just typical of Stell, isn't it? He just likes to pass the blame. And listen, if he lets you down today and not comes on the stream, then that's his bad. You know, I would never do that for you. I'd always give you content from the stadium. So this is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Stell. Is he woke up the first thing this morning and said, "Oh, mate, my charger wasn't working. My phone hasn't been charged." And I was like, typical. You know, I can get a Dundee fan on. I can get a fan from all over the world, but we can't get one of our own on because he's just a little bit lazy when it comes to those sort of things. So apologies. Hopefully we can get people in from the stadium as well. Gary Stell is at the game, isn't he? Yep, he is, mate. He really is. We've done the starting lineup. We'll go through that in a minute. Liverpool won't buy Bowen. They won't pay 30 million for a bench player. I think you'd have to pay more than 30 million to get Jared Bowen anyway, to be honest. Let's see here. Come on, you Irons, Blue Sausage. Nice to see you, mate. To be honest, we have Benrahma for 25 million as a bench player, so you never know. Laugh out loud. Benrahma is starting, of course, as you can see. So another start for Benny over the pre-season. We're just waiting on Matt logging in. Don't know what's taking him. Literally, honestly, I don't know what happens with these people that were involved. Anton, with the David Beckham trim, yeah, I just got a little bit fed up. Isolation, could get my hair cut. I'll just knock it off the head and get it done, and that's it done. Where are we? We know, Bertie, the 100 will then be 150, 200, and 250. Well, listen, let's see where we're at just now in terms of our like target, and we'll keep you updated as we go along. We're at 64. Come on, it's got to be better than that. Hopefully Stell doesn't cancel the stream. Honestly, Jake, I mean, imagine going to the game and not giving the viewers a little bit of content. I mean, how dare he do that? Really disappointed if it's true. Good to see Coventry start. Neither of the checkmates interesting. Well, they've just back. I thought we would have seen a little bit. I'm talking like 30 minutes, but maybe he just thinks it's come too early. I reckon that West Ham will probably create another bounce game for these particular players. So it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out, because there's only one more game to go. So, yep. Afternoon, everyone. Happy Amaret. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Y2 goals in the bench. I don't see people's problems with this. I mean, I think we just need to. It doesn't bother me, Glenn, and it's a friendly as well. And I know it's been happening in the preseason, but it's nothing to worry about. Oh, look! Here he comes! Look, here he comes! Here he
Better
comes!
late than never.
Listen! Matt's joined us. Only 25 minutes late.
Oh, mate.
Matt,
Old people and technology don't work. Right.
I've had my daughter crying, running around the kitchen, falling all over the place, picking her up, coming out of the stream, go back in the stream. I'm like, Matt, where are you? I need you. Take your
My
time,
friend
mate.
rang me up. He's like, oh, my Skybox ain't working. It's all broken. So I'm trying to. I don't really use Sky. I'm trying to troubleshoot what's going on.
Yeah,
it's doing an update. I was like, "Are you on the right HDMI channel?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." Oh, it's doing an update. Yeah, we're here.
We are.
Life happens.
There you go, Matt. Starting lineup for you. I don't know if you've seen it.
I'd sort of glanced at it earlier.
Suchek not involved. Yarmolenko's not involved. Areola's not there. I thought we would have saw something of someone today. Maybe not even Areola, but just something of the other players. But obviously, it's maybe, according to Moyes, just come a little bit too early. It just makes me think, though, that it's one pre-season game enough for these lads, and makes me think that they'll probably. I bet you any money there'll be a behind the closed doors scenario happening.
There might have to be.
Yeah.
Or they might join the 23s for a game. Yeah.
Oh, hold on a minute. We have got people live from the stadium. They turned up. He's in. Tell us if you can hear us. So is the stadium. Not you, the stadium. There you go.
I can't hear you.
What's it like?
That.
What's your thoughts?
Look, there's teams coming out. Hang on. Teams coming out.
As you can tell, Stell is at the stadium with Dan, reporting live, showing the teams coming out.
Right, that's your lot.
Look, he doesn't even know. He's probably going to... Good atmosphere. Good atmosphere. A good atmosphere. Hold on a minute. This is how we communicate, unless he goes.
Dude.
Hold on a minute. Will we get it up? Will I get it up? If he gets it. Oh, good atmosphere. Oh, he's gone. There you go. Literally, Matt, I've been ripping into the two of them before we came on because I was saying, who would give you no content? What?
I'm just checking the stream on.
Yes,
he
we
hasn't
are.
cancelled the stream, has he?
No, he's not. He's not. Matt, I'm going to let you go through some of the comments. People are talking in the comments, if you don't mind, and I'll just try and find where I can watch the game.
Yeah, I'm struggling with that at the moment. I just didn't realise. I was just quickly scanning through. I was like, I went on like the WESTHAM website, and it was like, it's actually on BT Sport, which I didn't realise. People that want to know, yeah, there you go. Pete, it's on BT Sport. Yeah. Scott, an announcer on BT, said that Moyes is doing an awesome job, but his lack of a backup striker is farcical. In extremes, mate, I'm struggling to find one myself at the moment. I know sometimes you might find stuff on Twitter. Sometimes people on there might post it up, or if you just put in keywords, West Ham stream, it might come up. BT don't do a day pass thing, do they? So you can't even do it on that. I don't know if you can actually just pay for a subscription service to BT anymore.
No, I don't think you can.
Trevor saying Bowen has a slight injury, ?
No, he does. Yeah, he does. Sorry, he does. Yeah, he's got a minor injury. The club announced it. Just a minor injury, they said.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that... nothing to do with Liverpool circling for him.
Nah, don't believe it for a second. Don't believe the hype, mate. Don't believe the hype, is what I say.
Father Snowman says he's got link people if you need one. How long have the European players been back? Might have all missed the first match. I reckon, you know what? Anyone that plays fantasy football, because me and my mates were at work, and we were talking about England players, and I was like, I wouldn't have any of the England players in probably about the first 3-4 weeks. Because you think they've only just come, like, Dex back to pre-season training tomorrow?
Check the private chat. Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah.
French. Okay, we're up and running, hopefully. I'm just waiting on kickoff. Let me just put this over here and get this up here. So you are watching our matchday live, Brentford, West Ham. West Ham about to kick off. As you've seen, we've been live in the stadium. So the players are currently taking the knee. Stadium, 10,000 fans, isn't it? In a just under 18,000 capacity stadium.
About 60%?
Yep.
About that?
West Ham kick off. Straight back to the defence. Putting the ball forwards. Trying to get a hold of the ball. Lanzini. Out wide to Fredericks. Back to Dawson. West Ham playing in their new strip. Fredericks pings the ball forward over the top. Goes straight to the Brentford keeper. You got it?
Yes and no. It's there, but mine's a bit laggy.
Right. We've hit the 100 thumbs up. So we need to get to the 150. If you are watching, hit the thumbs up just down there, and we'll give you the running commentary of the game.
I've got another stream anyway. What time are you on?
56, 57, 58.
That's all right. You're a bit in front of me, but at least I've got streamers working.
Brentford have got the ball. Antonio trying to close the player down. Brentford trying to play the ball out from the back. Keeper's got the ball. Antonio putting the pressure on. Pings the ball out. Well done from Diop. Straight to the Brentford player. Lanzini, the referee blows the whistle for a Brentford free kick. Fornals just playing in right behind Antonio. Big season for Fornals this year, isn't it?
It's a big season for a few players. I think we were saying last night about Ben Rama. I think a big season for him. Difference being is that you could see the progression Fornals made last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was a player that continually adapted and improved throughout the season.
Yeah.
You think at the start, that more attacking role when he was getting goals and assists, like at Leicester, he had a big impact. Then he got shifted out onto the wing, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got made into like the hard-working, left-sided, up and down. But then at the back, like last 10 games, and all of a sudden he got pushed back into number 10 role. So, and each time he it took him a few games, and once he got going, you could see what he was doing. Hopefully, with Lingard's gone at the moment, with Lingard gone, that opens up the space back in the team again for Ben Rama or Fornals, and you could play it either way. You could, if you want, try and get the best out of Ben Rama, you put him in the middle and let Fornals go on the wing, or do you put Ben Rama and put Fornals in the middle?
Yeah.
Either way, they've both got big seasons coming up. You know what? I'd probably say, for someone that probably wouldn't mention, I think a big season for someone is going to be Diop.
Yep.
I genuinely think the way that his progression started and then slowed, and then there's rumours, that other teams in the Premier League are looking at him now, that this could be a big season for him.
Yeah, I do agree with you, mate. I think, he stepped up to the plate again, albeit pre-season friendly against Celtic after Augie got injured, but he came in, he'd done a job, he'd done a really good job. So, Brentford are on the ball, 3.5 minutes in. Play the ball out to the left back, Rico Henry, who West Ham, of course, is that Rico? No, it's not Rico. Or Rico's playing a little bit further forward, actually. Brentford playing the ball.
Have a look. Get teams up.
I've got the Brentford team there, mate. It's in the images.
That's
Brentford
right.
just coming over the halfway line. Plays the ball forward to the striker. Tries to play the ball neatly through. Fabianski came for it, but Fredericks intercepted and cleared the ball. Oh, it's a foul. Ben Johnson just goes in on the Brentford player, misses the ball, and Brentford have got a free kick. He actually went into Rico Henry. Brentford on the attack, down the right-hand side, and they play the ball all the way back to the centre-half. West Ham heavily putting pressure on, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men on the park. My stream's pretty fuzzy, so it's really tough to tell individuals.
So are they... The only thing I hate about some teams, and we do the same thing, is when some teams will put their team up, they don't put the formation out.
No.
And I'm trying to work out based on players, because like we had the guy on last night, the Brentford said, they either play a 4-3-3.
Oh, good. Sorry, good defensive header away from Craig Dawson.
or they play like the 3-5-2. So I'm trying to work out from the players listed, is Henry playing like sort of the left side of the 5? But are they playing 3 centre backs and then the full
No,
backs?
I think they might be playing. I think they might actually be playing 4. But Henry's gone forward. Just when I was commentating there, it was just because he was actually forward.
Because the way they've listed this on their actual listed players, they do have Henry as like the 5th player, the 6th. Well, after the
Antonio's
5th
done
player
well.
down.
Sorry, Connor Coventry pings the ball out wide. Ben Johnson, West Ham on the attack. Ryan Fredericks makes overlap and run. Ben Johnson keeps the ball, finds Connor Coventry into Lanzini, who's dropped a bit further up the park. Fornals sprays the ball out wide to Ben Ramos on the 18-yard box, pings the ball in over the top, goes out for a Brentford goal kick. Sorry, mate.
No, yeah, I'm just saying I'm not exactly an expert Brentford players. I'm not. I was just trying to work out what their actual team is.
The situation, the weather looks a bit overcast.
It looks a bit grey here.
Yeah, a bit grey, a bit overcast, but it's not wet. It's dry. Diop plays the ball back to Fabianski, takes the hold of the ball. Player puts pressure on him, nearly gets it. Fabianski plays the ball. Connor Coventry drops deep, collects it. Plays it back to Diop. Up to Creswell. Creswell finds Lanzini. Oh, gets through. Finds Fornals. Ben Rama makes overlapping run. It's just on the left-hand side of the 18-yard box. Puts the ball onto his right foot. Finds Fornals deep outside the box. Shoots from distance. Takes the deflection. Gets a West Ham corner. Benny and Fornals really actually, Benny, Fornals and Lanzini have got a nice bit of link-up play today.
Well,
so
Lanzini, you know, we said this. Was it the Burnley game? Back in the last season?
Yeah.
When we were struggling to find players to replace Rice. And I think he played the Burnley game. And Lanzini played that deep, and he also had how well he played. And we're thinking, could this be his new position? And then he went and got injured, didn't he? So,
yeah.
But he seems to, I don't know, maybe he covers less ground playing.
Short
deeper.
corner, pings the ball in over the top. Antonio into the middle of the box. Brentford clear. Straight to Lanzini, who's from distance, shoots from distance. Then the Brentford defender blocks it. It's all the way back. Ben Rama on the left, getting booed by a few of the fans. Cuts aside to his right foot. Lanzini on the right. Plays a nice touch through. Death touch by Antonio. Gets cleared from the Brentford player. Finds Ben Johnson. Shoots with his left foot. Keeper gets it. Nice bit of pressing there by West Ham. And West Ham are playing the high intensity up the park.
Well, they invited him to shoot there, didn't they? You know, they backed off him. So, yeah, put your foot through it.
Oh, Brentford have done well. Rico Henry down the left-hand side on the attack. West Ham have got the bodies back and have defended that very well. Well done. Well defended by Craig Dawson.
Who put the foul in there? Because I'd be interested to see if that was a Premier League game.
What would they have given that?
Would they have given the foul? Or when this ball goes dead, would he book him? Because I think that was probably a booking.
What Craig Dawson done?
No. Before that. The pass before that, the guy turned on. I think he rolled Noble. Was it Noble? No,
well, I don't know, mate. If you think about the style of refereeing in the Euros, it was very they let the games flow, didn't they?
We see more of that.
Yeah,
but Premier League refs are just generally awful. Because you saw with the way that they done the refereeing and the way they used VAR, that they showed you VAR can work if you use it correctly. And obviously they've made changes this year. I think the armpit is now offside. They've made the lines bigger. The lines are thicker now for drawing on the offside lines to try and give advantage to the strikers. I hope they adopt the refereeing they done, but I did wonder before the game what Ben Rama's reception would be. You know, just because of
it wasn't crazy booing or anything like that. Just a couple of fans, or enough to make a noise. Brentford got hold of the ball, driving forward through the centre circle, coming to the halfway line, spray the ball over to the right-hand side. West Ham got bodies back. Brentford back to their... I don't know, is it a back three? Is it a back five? I think it does look like a back five, doesn't it?
Yeah.
3 centre-halves.
What I would say
Brentford.
is I did notice when I looked at their team, they got
Rico Henry, on the left-hand side.
Starters on the bench.
Skips by Johnson. Oh, he does look quite good.
Who's that, Rico Henry?
What?
Who's that?
Rico Henry.
Yeah.
Brentford still on the ball, trying over the top, down to the byline, and the player slips and Diop lets it go out for a goal kick to West Ham.
So I wonder if that's how he's going to try and play this year now. Brentford play with the 5 at the back.
So if you are watching, we're at 129 thumbs up. We're looking for 150. If there's over 300 of you watching live, please go and hit that thumbs up. It's really good. It pushes our channel into the algorithm. And yeah, so do that, please. So we're at 129. It'd be good if we can get to 150. Just there. Thumbs up, please. Score still Brentford 0, West Ham 0. 11 minutes gone. Fabianski with a goal kick. Antonio tried to get us someone else trying to get it, but he was towered above.
I don't know if you looked at their Brentford.
Oh, sorry. Fornals will play the ball down the wing to Antonio. He's out wide. He's holding off the defender. He skipped by him, no problem at all. Oh, tries to find Benny. Although he's cleared straight to Lanzini. Benny on the left-hand side. Does a few step-overs onto his right foot. Shoots from distance. Goes wide. That was more of a hit and hope, 100%. Sorry, Matt.
Oh, yeah, that was... Never had the body shape for that to be going in.
No.
Yeah, if you actually looked at their bench, Brentford's, they've got a lot of their first team are actually on the bench.
Yeah, I was saying that beforehand, yeah.
So, is he resting people? Or because I thought we might see more on the lines of what you'd expect to start in the teams only 2 weeks out from the season starting, but...
I can't stop yawning, people. I'm sorry. I need to have earlier nights. This late night West Ham chat show is just getting the best of me. That was my idea initially as well, wasn't it? Brentford on the attack, tries to play the ball through. Dawson does well, although he's barged down by several Brentford players, and West Ham got a free kick in their own half.
Oh, he got sandwiched, didn't he, there?
What are you on? What time's you on?
I'm very slightly behind you. 13, I'm on 12, 13, 14.
21, 22,
Yeah,
23.
I'm back, yeah.
Creswell plays the ball back with the outside of his foot back to Fabianski. Plays the ball forward. Antonio tries to hold it. 2 men on him. Lanzini comes in to help. Connor Coventry sprays the ball over to Creswell, who drives forward. Antonio back to Cressy. Finds Lanzini, who's dropped deep, who's getting involved, heavily involved. Lanzini in that deeper role. Really suits him.
I think he gets the time on the ball that he wants.
Yeah, that he needs, yeah. Bad ball, I don't know who that was from to Dave Dawson, but he deals with it well. Diop out wide to Creswell. Brentford putting the pressure on really good. Creswell over the top, tries to find Antonio.
Was that Fredericks?
Was it Fredericks that gave that ball?
The really poor back pass.
Yeah. Matt, I'll be back in 2 minutes, mate. I'll let you just do this for 2 minutes.
Oh, long ball over the top, and the defender just blocked off Antonio. Smart defending. It's annoying defending because Antonio would have had him for pace, but pass around back, Brentford all the way back to the goalkeeper. Not really any pressure on him though. They're sort of West Ham man marking the options, trying to force him to kick it long, which he really isn't inclined to do. Eventually does go long, and Diop wins the header and knocks it back to Creswell. Creswell into Coventry, eventually gets it to Lanzini. Lanzini looking to spread it. Clever ball in middle to Fornals, who spreads it wide to Benrahma over on the right-hand side. Benrahma looks to Fredericks. Fredericks, he tried to cut it back to Antonio, played it behind him. Brentford looks to come forward. Lanzini actually wins it back in the midfield. Lanzini, in the end, go backwards onto the halfway line. Diop slides the ball forward. Oh, sold Benrahma short. Brentford pick it up and look to counter. Again, players are going slow. Brentford's slowed the play right down now. They had an opportunity for a counter-attack. They won it. We were high up the pitch. Yeah, I've got to be honest, English Ardy. I don't think that Fredericks having a great game. Benrahma looks all right. He's sort of been given... He's playing on the left-hand side, but they're giving him room to roam and cut in and drop in, so... Brentford switched out to the far side and it's just cleared straight away by Johnson. Brentford throwing right down the West Ham half. Tried to throw a long one. That's wasted. That was a long throw though. Quick long throw. Tried to pick us off. Straight out for a goal kick. West Ham also looking to play it short, which Fabianski has done. And Dawson's played it. That was a poor touch from Johnson. Sold Frederick short there. Brentford pick it up 25 yards out. Spread it wide to the right-hand side. Then Creswell stands up and they pass back. Trying to keep the possession when possible, Brentford. They're not trying to play the risky passes. And they'd be forced all the way back to the goalkeeper. It's good pressing and shape. Score is 0-0. 17 minutes in. Good pick up there by... who was that? Was that actually Fredericks? Interfere with Antonio. Nearly got deflected back into Antonio. Skied upwards. Coventry wins the header. Back to Creswell. Creswell back to Diop. Diop back to Fabianski. Fabianski looks to play it long. Finds Benrahma. Whether it's intentionally Benrahma, I don't know. Brilliant touch. Skips away from one. Plays it to Lanzini. Lanzini wide to Fredericks. Fredericks. Oh, so poor Fredericks. So poor. Forward with Fornals on the edge of the box. Creswell crosses it. Oh, cleared inside the 6-yard box for a West Ham corner.
What, missed much?
No, Brentford have been on the ball a bit. Bit of position for them. But they seem to be very... We've been trying to force them to play rush the pass. Trying to force them to make maybe a dangerous, risky pass, but they seem very determined.
West Ham corner, Creswell. An out swinger, edge of the box. Fredericks. Coventry. Johnson. Left foot. Over the top. Keeper.
Very lofty cross, yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to do much with that.
So we're at the 168 like mark, so we're going to go for 200. Why not? We need 200. So if you are watching right now, please just go down there, click the link. There's a little thumbs up. Just go and click that little thumbs up. That helps our channel, pushes us into algorithm. We're going to get for 200. That's our aim. We're at 168 just now. That's what we need, 200. Rico Henry on the ball. Skips by Fredericks. Fredericks gets it.
Today?
He does it well. Sorry, mate. Go for it.
You see this rumour about Coventry today?
To Peterborough.
Yeah.
Can't see it, mate.
I saw it, and exactly what I thought. I was like, first of all, if they're going to send him out on loan, they're not going to send him out to a League One team.
Where did that come from?
I'm sure it was like Football Insider or something. It was not reliable in the slightest anyway. But yeah, it was like, West Ham have decided they're going to send him out to Peterborough. And when I read it, I was like, for one, he's literally, I pretty much started every single pre-season game and he's played well. We're short of midfielders anyway. And if they did send him out on loan, they wouldn't send him to Peterborough. If he was going to go out on loan, surely they'd be going to the Championship.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Fredericks down the right-hand side. Ben Johnson plays the ball back to Dawson. Plays into Connor Coventry. Back to Dawson. Coventry makes some room to find some space. Dawson goes long. Switches the play straight to the Brentford player. Benrahma does well. Oh, really, really strong tackle on Antonio, and he's rolled over and he's out of the park, but he's still down. Benrahma kicks the ball off.
Tackle.
I think he's going to be all right. It's a crunching tackle.
Oh, someone's saying they are in the Championship this season.
Peterborough.
Yeah, they must have got promoted. Even so, I can't see him going out on loan. Unless they've got a centre mid coming in. Oh, Moyes is crying right now.
Antonio's still down and he's getting some attention onto his, what looks like his right ankle, is it?
Yeah.
He doesn't look in much pain, but they're just doing tests.
He'll come off now. They ain't going to risk it.
They're bringing him up. Standing up.
Wouldn't surprise me. They just go, no, off.
Mate, you know yourself that's not going to happen. That's normal. That's what a lot of people would do, but that's not what we do. He's going to come back on. He's about to come back on.
He's still giving it a feel. He's still like stretching it and rolling it, and
yeah, he's coming. He's going to come on, mate. Tell you what, we're at 189 thumbs up, 189 likes. I'm going to push for 200.
God, Fredericks, what is that?
I'm going to push for 250. Push for 250. That's what I want for the end of the show. 250 thumbs up. If you are watching, hit the thumbs up below. There's plenty of you in the chat there that can help us to get there.
Scores 0-0, guys. Peter saying bring Martin on as a striker. Thing is, normally you'd say if Antonio goes off, you put Bowen in there, but Bowen's got knocked today as well, so Bowen's not playing. Legitimately, I don't think we've even got a striker on the bench, so I don't know who would go up front if they did take Antonio off. Well won there by Fornals. Coventry picks it up. Out to Johnson, back to Fredericks. Dawson. Diop. Into Lanzini. Being pressured high here by Brentford. Fornals, Fredericks, brilliant flick into Johnson. Oh, just done well there. The defenders hold him off. Brentford look to counter. That was a poor touch by the centre forward. Dawson wins it into Diop. Back out to Creswell. Creswell, lads could bring it over the halfway line into Antonio. Good flick inside to Benrahma. Oh, Benrahma just nutmegged him one. It's past another one. Oh, he forced him wide to Johnson. Comes inside on his left foot. Blocked. Brentford looks to try and counter again. But Diop's across to clear it. Oh, he dummied the clearance and went back to Fabianski to keep possession. Brilliant bit of play there from Benrahma. Lanzini on the ball with this deep line roll, wide to Coventry. Coventry out to Fredericks. Fredericks back to Coventry. Back to Dawson. Dawson into Coventry. To Lanzini. Lanzini gets his pocket pinched. Brentford on the counter. Got men over if they play it right. Oh, nearly a goal there for Brentford. I'm trying to work out if it was a shot or a nearly own goal. Lanzini gets his pocket picked deep as we're attacking. It's a big swing of ball from the left-hand side to the back post. Nodded down, centre forward was onside. Dawson just gets in front, trying to... Fabianski should have come. Dawson got in front of the defence centre forward, holding him off. Fabianski didn't come, and ended up having to stick a foot on it. Just try and clear it. Nearly went in the back of the net. So he got his pocket pick there. It was a brilliant ball, and they old school knockdown for the centre forward.
Benrahma's on the counter. Benrahma's on the counter. He's driving over the halfway line. On the left-hand side, switches the ball to his right foot, draws the ball back, takes his time. Brentford, Connor Coventry's on the ball, plays a 1-2 with Lanzini. Dawson out wide to Fredericks. He's driving forward. Ben Johnson's with him. Ben Johnson finds Connor Coventry. Nice ball through to Fornals. Fredericks tries a ball in, but it goes out for a West Ham corner. How do you think we've been defensively, Matt?
Well, you know what? I'll be honest, I'm quite surprised. I don't know, it seems like, so, taken into context, a lot of their first team players are on the bench, Brentford. But they've given us a lot more respect than I expected they would have. I thought they would have played a lot more football, gone a lot more attacking, but they seem to be letting us have the ball. We are passing quite well. There is good movement, good link-up play. You can see when we get on the ball that there is ideas, there is a game plan. Whereas,
Creswell with the in-swinger corner. Tries to find Dawson, but it's cleared by Brentford. Oh, it's a nice bit of play from the Brentford player in the 18-yard box. He's driving forward. He's come to the halfway line. Diop's came back, tracked back. Same player still got the ball. Oh, who's that? He's a nice player. Great ball through to the right-hand side there in the 18-yard box. Shoots from distance, Fabianski. Who the hell was that player from Brentford?
Play the ball, I'm not sure.
Look at the way he brought that ball forward and the skill and the ability on that ball. Oh, I like him. What a nice ball that was.
Good reverse pass, waiting for the run.
Who was that? Was that him again? Benrahma down the left-hand side. Still got it. Wins it back. Plays in for Niles. Brings the player down. Brentford. Free kick. Brentford on the ball, just coming over the halfway line. Play the ball out wide. Tries to cut inside. Diop tries to find Benrahma, but West Ham lose it. Number 4 for Brentford. Finds Rico Henry. Ben Johnson's on him. The other players got round Ben Johnson. Finds Rico Henry on the edge of the box. Tries some trickery. Fredericks clears. Straight to the Brentford player on the left-hand side. They've played the ball straight to Lanzini, who's done really well in a deep line position. Finds Fornals. Tries to ping the ball forward. He wins a free kick.
Done well there, Lanzini.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, nice kind of under pressure bit of play to get the ball out of the deep line.
He actually marked a good piece of space as well. The amount of times people say that, sometimes you want to mark the space, not the ball. And he picks out a good position, probably from where you want to be as an attacker, to collect the ball and go on the counter again. Another free kick. 4 hours again.
Lanzini steps over the ball. It's about 40 yards out. Pings the ball forward though. Finds Benny. Oh, Antonio's got a score! Yeah, 1-0 West Ham. Antonio. Oh, what's happened? He's blown the whistle. What's he blown the whistle for?
What's he giving for? What's he giving?
See.
Was Benrahma offside?
He said Antonio was offside. I don't know how Antonio was offside. I don't know how you can...
Benrahma was tight. Antonio's not offside. Antonio can't be offside.
Antonio's hit the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0 West Ham, but the referee's blown for a free kick and given
I think it must
be offside.
Benrahma one was tight. That would have been a VAR job. We are on 31 minutes. About 10 seconds.
How do we... I don't think we can add the clock. I wonder if we can add the clock up, actually. How would I do that?
Not my expertise.
There must be a way of doing it.
Oh, clever turn there. Away from Lanzini. Oh, got come diving out there. Got lucky in the end. I gave away the free kick. It was Coventry or Lanzini that gave away the free kick in the end.
I'll let you do this, mate. I'm just going to see if I can do something.
Long from the goalkeeper's halfway line. Dawson with a stupid header flicked on. Antonio holds it off well into Benrahma. Benrahma tries to skip away, but hounded up by about 3 or 4 defenders there. It's cleared on the line. Oh, miscommunication there from Creswell. Brentford come flying forward. Diop just lets him walk past. It's gone past another. Oh, I think, was that Coventry on the recovering tackle? Brilliant last inch tackle from Coventry there. Don't know, it was picked up the ball, just driving past West Ham players all the way into the box. West Ham come forward the other end. Creswell whips it in. Over the head of Antonio, and it'll be out for... No! Frederick keeps it on the far side, comes forward again. Whipped in, looking for Antonio. Headed up, not really out. Taking headers out. Brentford look for the counter. Diop, brilliant tackle to win the ball back. Oh, apparently not. I thought he'd won that. Let's have a look. There's the other one. So Diop, he just walks past Diop, and it was Lanzini actually tracking back, it looked like. Was. He done really well there, Lanzini, just to get in front of him. Brentford playing it round at the back. Oh, it's a short pass. Oh, nearly got outmuscled their defender by Antonio. Brentford are really playing it risky at the back right now. West Ham are really trying to press high. Brentford are trying to play out around it. Playing some risky passes though. Ended up playing a long ball. Diop with the header into Lanzini. Lanzini, intercepted. Oh, they're in. Woo. Fabianski come flying out for clearance there. They were almost in one-on-one, 35 yards out. Onside as well. Dawson tried to step up, timed it wrong. Fabianski saw the ball come flying out to kick it out for a throw-in, which we end up getting well, I'll say we'd end up winning it, but Creswell just cleared it and giving it away, another throw-in. Had to be alert there, Fabianski. They look decent, Brentford. I'm not surprised. They've been a very good team in the Championship for the last 2 years. I think they could do something this year. Taking the fact that I said that this isn't... a lot of their first-team players are missing. Yeah, Brentford playing around at the back. Intercepted by Lanzini, 25 yards out. Carries it down the wing. Back to Creswell. Creswell inside to Coventry. Coventry back to Diop. Diop to Dawson. Dawson to Fredericks. Fredericks looks to bring it inside. Back to Coventry. Just hounded there and not passing it out for a throw-in. Wasn't the best of passes into him. He was already under pressure before collecting the ball. Throw-in just inside their own half. 36 minutes gone. It's 0-0. It's been a good pre-season game. Oh, picked off by Coventry there into Lanzini. Into Antonio. First chance to try and run at the back four. Been held up. Got bodies around him. Fornals pings it wide. It's Creswell. Creswell back into back into Fornals. Fornals switches it out to Fredericks. Fredericks to Johnson. Johnson trying to beat his man, but I think that's for Henry. I think he's done really well again. But it's poor clearance into Coventry. Coventry wins the ball. Gets brought down for free kick. Taken quickly into Lanzini. Lanzini switches it to Creswell. Back into Lanzini. Drives through the middle. Picks up Fornals. Fornals. Just too far for Johnson. The score is 0-0. Oggy, I believe they said he should be fit for like next week. What I read from Noble the other day, but he's not. I don't believe he's in the squad today.
What I don't understand is why you can't see me. You can now.
Oh, like that? No, yeah, I can't see you.
I could do it like that, but it just means that the... Where's that?
Can't see the time now. That's just me and you.
Do I really want that big timer up? Must be a way of doing that.
Ball over the top for Johnson. Cuts inside. Has a shot. Tame one at the goalkeeper. It's on BT Sport 1. Pete, Norwich and Watford are bankers to go down. I'll be honest, I think Norwich will, but I also think they know that. I think Norwich are building themselves up as one of these teams that's going to spend years going up and down. And they're happy to get Premier League money every couple of years and then follow with parachute money. Watford's going to be the interesting one. Because I think they've signed about 9 or 10 players already this summer. And, you know, we've seen that...
Are you saying interesting because they've signed so many, and will that be... Is that as we know as West Ham fans, that's not the right thing to do sometimes, is when you sign quantity over quality.
The other year... Was it last year?
Oh, sorry. West Ham... Oh, it goes out for a West Ham corner.
Well worked, patient work, deflected out for corner.
I think Rico Henry's down, and he looks like he's really, really injured. He's always had a bad knee, hasn't he? He's always had a bad knee. And is he number 32? I think he is.
This is the only thing I don't like about preseason. The names on the shirts. It's like,
it looks not good. Let me see who that is. I can't even see. I think it. Oh no, is that their new signing?
Who's number 30?
Oh, look what's happened. My stream's gone.
I'm still going at the moment, but I'm a couple seconds behind you. Oh, yeah. See, they're doing something there. No, I'm trying to refresh it.
I'm refreshed. I'm fine.
I've just gone back on their team sheet. They haven't even got the fucking squad numbers on there. So I've no idea what that is. And I don't normally play the sound. So yeah, I might be a bit behind you again. 4, 5, 6, 7.
What? All right, 41, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, about 18. 5, 6. That's about what it was anyway. Yeah, they haven't even got the shirt numbers. Go by last season squad numbers.
It looks like
You did good.
It was like a kind of jarred. It's like he jarred his knee in the ground.
So on their squad number, it says Luka Rasic is number 32. Who is a I don't know if it's can't be him because he's not actually on the pitch. So I don't know who that was. Didn't look particularly good though.
Oh, ball's into the box. It's cleared though. Lanzini's lost it deep in the Brentford half. They're on the attack, counter attack. Matt, your camera's disappeared, mate.
I'm back, mate.
John Fredericks, Dawson, Lanzini in the middle of the park. Just trying to find the player. Space ball out to the right. Fredericks. Back to Dawson. Lanzini. Deep in Brentford's half. Ben Johnson. Fredericks makes overlap and run, but Ben Johnson keeps the ball. Lanzini back to Johnson. Fredericks. Johnson out on the right. Plays a dummy cross. Does go for the cross. Wins a West Ham corner. And another Brentford player is down on the park, and I think that ball has hit his goalies. That's why he's been winded heavily. Yep. He's still struggling.
There we go.
You all right, mate?
We're back. Yeah. I was trying to work out who that was, but I have no idea. Oh,
the Brentford.
Him. That is one of the new signings, yeah.
It is on UK, yeah. The Brentford player cleared the ball with his literal balls.
I can see him. I just see him hobbling back, and I think, oh, that's painful.
Creswell, left foot and swinger, back post, nobody there, goes out for a goal kick to Brentford.
I think everyone got their lines crossed there, didn't they? Because that was someone made the wrong call for the wrong play there. Because everyone ran to the near post, and the ball went to the far post.
For anyone that's watching, we're just coming up to half-time whistle. Just trying to see if I can spot Stell in the crowd. How many fans was there today?
10,000.
No, but away fans. Do
Oh,
we
I'm
know?
not sure. I'd assume it'd be like 500 or something. How many we got for the Newcastle game?
3,000.
Wow. Is that full capacity?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's near enough. I think they're at like 70 or 80%. I believe. I don't know if he's landed awkwardly. Creswell's gone over the header, gone over the player. He's landed flat on his back. I don't know if he's just winded.
Back.
I think he's just winded, mate.
Yeah, he should be all right. And that'll about do it. I think went out for a West Ham throw-in. Or did they give the free kick? They gave the free kick. No, throw-in? Yeah, free kick. No, it is the throw-in.
Benrahma, Conche, Fredericks, and referee blows the whistle. Brentford 0, West Ham 0 at half-time. What we're going to do, Matt, is we're going to just do a brief review of the first half, and then we're actually both going to come off the stream, giving us a 10-minute break, and we'll come back on for the second half. So, what's your thoughts, mate? I mean, it's been a bit of a bang average game, innit? Was it any better or any worse than the Leyton Orient game?
No, this was better than the Orient game because both teams have got the intent to attack and there's still some tempo to it. So good passing, but both teams are lacking in the final third. We've had the better of the ball. It's expected when Brentford only got half the first team out, if not less than that. We always said, though, it's about formation and playing style and fitness rather than results.
Yep.
And that's what you've seen so far, Players getting the minutes, getting the reps in. Yeah, no one's really been...
No one's really stood out.
No one's stood out.
Antonio... I think Antonio's been a bit lively at the start. There's no ifs or buts about it. He's been driving at their defence. I think Fornals at the start was a bit lively. Benrahma was a bit lively. Lanzini was being a little bit creative. However, the game itself genuinely has died a bit of a death as the game's gone on. No real opportunities as such. Antonio did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was called for offside. We don't know if it was offside on Antonio or on Benrahma.
The funny thing is, right, the West Ham website said it's offside, which would then be Benrahma, but Brentford said it was handball on Antonio.
Yeah.
So
all I saw was the linesman with the flag up, so I just made the assumption at that point. But then again, he could be flagging for something he saw as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a... I think game was a crime against football. You can't compare the two games. Well, folk, I didn't watch the Leyton Orient game. I listened to the awful commentary that Matt gave us on an awful game, to be fair.
It was a bad game.
I know. It's not your fault, mate. It's not your fault. You did have the first dibs at what game you could watch.
I thought that'd be a better game.
Yeah. Nothing massively great to report on, really. Any player that's been stand out for West Ham?
No,
so
but
far?
I don't... You know what? There is, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
Fredericks. He's just crap. If there was a reason to show the difference in technical levels between him and Soufal and why Soufal came in and played every single game when he came in last season, is that. If ever there was a reason for Soufal to have that bargaining chip of saying, give me the more money, don't give me incentive-based performances and that, give me straight up more money per week. He doesn't even have to give an argument for himself. He can just put that video out and be like,
yeah,
that's what your other option is. Give me the money.
Yeah. Yep. Are you concerned at all about Lanzini sometimes, because he's playing in that deep line role, that because he is so creative as well, that he does and can be prone to losing the ball in that deep line position?
He has been picked off a few times. But what I would say is that he's not going to play there every game.
Yeah.
And I think in the big games, he's, I think Moyes might be looking at it now, thinking when we're playing the teams that are going to sit back. We played a few games at the back end of last season where we had both Rice and Souček playing, holding, and then you were like, we were playing against teams that were sitting deep, we couldn't break them down. That's when you're going to bring Lanzini in.
Yeah.
The teams that press high are going to try and pick it off you. I don't think he'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does need more awareness, but I think maybe if he had Rice or Soucek next to him, commanded him more, he would have that
He
more
might
awareness.
be there. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas, like, alongside commentary, he's supposed to be the senior player. He's supposed to do the talking.
Matt, I'm going to give you an option, mate. I need to nip away for 10 minutes before the second half starts. What you want to do? You want to go through the comments, or are you happy to nip away for 10 minutes?
I need to go for a pee.
Right, that's fine. It's like you're at school, mate. We'll be back in literally 10
toilet,
minutes
sir?
for 4 o'clock for the kickoff. We'll be back for the second half, so make sure you join us then. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Right, I don't know where Anton is, but the players are back out on the pitch. We're ready to start kicking off. Looks like we're making a sub. Brentford have got a few players waiting to come on, so they've got a few subs going on. They've got 4 players standing around waiting to come on at the moment, Brentford. I'm waiting to see if anyone lists any subs. Ben Johnson's off for Noble. So I would guess that would push Fornals out onto the wing. Give a more natural shape. Because Johnson was playing that position. I'm sure Johnson wasn't going to start there. But, by sounds of it, Bowen picked up a knock this morning or yesterday, so he's probably played Johnson there just to cover for where Bowen would have been playing. But he didn't have the best of times trying to get forward there, Johnson. So it looks like Fornals has moved out onto the right wing now. And Lanzini's gone into a number 10. So a little bit of a shuffle. It's on BT Sport. Some people in the chat have been saying, there's plenty of people in the chat saying stream sites, you can go and watch it. If you're always struggling, I normally tend to just hit Twitter and go West Ham stream. Stuff will come up. If you're that desperate, it's 0-0 at the moment. It's not been a great game. Look, it's not been a great game. It's not been bad. Anton's finally joined us. We've made one sub, mate.
Who's jarred. I think Antonio's okay, but he's jarred.
He did take a knock. Yeah.
Who's the substitution, mate?
Johnson's off for Noble.
Oh.
And the reshape, when they kicked off, Fornals have gone out to the right-hand side. Lanzini had gone into number 10. Noble had sat alongside Coventry. Brentford, I still haven't even checked yet. I need maybe go on their Twitter page. They made about 3 or 4 subs at half time.
Well, they've got Fabianski spills the ball. Oh, they're still on the attack, Brentford. Good interception there by Nobes. Ben Rama on the left-hand side. He's driving forward. Coming across the halfway line. Plays the ball through to Antonio. Creswell. What are you going to say, mate?
I think this might be more along the lines of their first team now. So they brought Ray on
first team.
For Gunnarsson. So Ray is their first team, their number 1 goalkeeper. So he's coming for the second half. They took off Rico Henry's off. They took off Henry, Good, Onika, who's the new guy, and Canos. And brought on Thompson, Johansson, Baptiste, and Gudos. So still no Ivan Toney. Or Mwembo. But they have made 5 subs. Brentford at the break.
I've got the team lineup going along the bottom there for you if you're watching. You can confirm if that's right, Matt. Brentford on the attack. Good tackle by Dawson. Oh, ball in, whipped in, just goes over the head of the Brentford player, goes out for a goal kick. I think a lot of people are going to underestimate. I think a lot of people are in there. Oh, no, I haven't actually. Who have I put in instead of him then? 4, 5, 6. I'm just missing one player. Yeah. I think a lot of people this season are going to underestimate how important Craig Dawson's going to be.
Well, you know what? And I was in a Twitter thing the other day with someone. They were saying about, because obviously we've been linked with a few centre-backs at the moment. And they were saying if we brought in, who would he come in for? And I did say, if we brought someone in right now, the two big names floating around on Twitter today is obviously Zuma at Chelsea and Milenkovic at Fiorentina.
Yep.
And if we brought one of them in, I would be inclined to say that they would start in front of Dawson.
Yep.
So
questions for people are asking is how's Coventry been? I actually think he's been quite
I
good.
thought he's done. He looked.
Yeah,
You know
he's done
what?
all right.
I think did we sit here? I didn't do this. I didn't do the Celtic game. What game did we do last?
I did the Celtic game, yeah.
And I said, this is like his last chance saloon. Might have been the game before that, the preseason game before that. And I said this, last summer was Josh Cullen's, and Moyes just said, you know what, he's not good enough. And, he's gone out to probably a less high-tempo league out in Belgium for Anderlecht.
And bossing it.
But maybe he gets more time on the ball there. Maybe he just needs that a bit longer because, you could see he was one of them players that was too good for the Championship, but just wasn't quite there for the Premier League. And I did wonder at the start of this pre-season whether Josh...
the ball's found the player at the back post. Diop's done well to recover, though, and he's get it out for a Brentford corner.
Got lucky there in the end, Diop. I did wonder if Connor Coventry was going to fall into that same... Is he too good for the league below, but not good enough for the Premier League? But having said that, the biggest compliment you could give him on this pre-season... Actually, the biggest compliment you could give him is that he's probably been the best, most consistent player in pre-season, which he has.
Yeah.
But I was going to say the best compliment you could give him was that he doesn't look out of place with the rest of the team. Like, you don't look at him and say, that's a kid playing in, like, when I've seen, no, not digging him out, but like Meepo, when he's been up front, you can say that's a kid playing in the team. To an extent, Oko Flex, even like Ashby or Baptiste.
Oh, is it a head clash? Sorry, Diop.
No, I don't think it's a head clash. I think Fabianski just punched him in the head. From what I saw from the first one.
I agree with you, mate. Sorry, yeah.
Whereas I look at it and I say this one, he actually looks like he looks like he's not out of place in the first team. And I think this could be a very big season for him. I think this could maybe be a breakthrough season for him.
Yep.
If he doesn't get shipped out, people talking about Kroll maybe coming in again from, was it Spartak Moscow? Alex Kroll.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whereas he didn't have a very good Euros, and I think Moyes has gone off the boil on him. There is talk about the guy at Man City, who's not ever played for Man City, Herrera. But could this be one where Moyes saves some money? He's already been smart.
He sees enough in Souček, Rice, Noble, and Coventry, and Lanzini played in a deeper role. Yeah. Ekwa back up. I mean, I would be surprised if we see a bit of Forson today. Have you seen Forson play yet?
The last game I saw, he played a couple of minutes, but not really.
Wait to see the intensity from this tiny
I think
man.
When we done the dual stream, I think he was on the other team. He was in game you was on.
Yeah. It's not that I'm getting carried away about him, but the thing is, he's still involved again. He's been involved in yet another match day squad. And this time, though, this match day squad is smaller. It's only 5, I think, or 6 on the bench.
I think might be 7, but it's like 2 goalkeepers, 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and like Oko Flex as like a centre forward. Good header out. Good clearance.
Yeah, there is only 7. Yeah,
I would say if we bring in a centre forward this window, not a centre forward, sorry, a centre mid this window. Depending on the terms of it, there's 1 or 2 things. Either they're planning for the long-term future when Noble's gone, or they're saying that Colin Coventry's not ready this season.
Brentford sprayed the ball across the park, down to the left-hand side. Brentford crossed the ball in, deflected, and it goes out for a corner.
I thought we'd have seen more of this in the first half. Like I was saying, they're a very good footballing team, Brentford. Whereas in the first half, they seemed very content to just sit back and let us do all the attacking.
54 minutes for anyone watching. 54 minutes. It would be handy if we could figure a way of how we put a clock up there. That's what would be good.
I remember someone said before that you can't do it in StreamYard. You have to use, is it Streamlabs or something? But it's not my expertise.
Ben Rama getting booed again.
Oh, good punch there from Fabianski for the clearance. Hey, okay, you know what? I've only got it on very quietly, but it's quiet enough that I can't even hear if there's any commentary on the game.
I've got no commentary.
But I very much heard them boos as soon as he touched the ball.
Brentford playing the ball back along the back line. Back to the keeper. West Ham not playing as much of a high press as they did in the first half. But
Glenn saying a clock behind you.
I know what you mean.
Like a physical, actual clock.
Leave it with us though. We've got some big stuff happening soon, hopefully. Brentford clear the ball. It looks like that's gone out, ref. Come on, that's gone out. It's a handball on for Pablo Fornals.
Yeah.
So
you know what?
Brentford have changed their keeper as well.
Yeah.
Has that something just happened now?
No, it didn't.
Well, they just announced it now.
I was on the. I jumped over onto Brentford's Twitter to try and see what subs they made. They listed the 4 subs at half time. And then
Oh, here we are now. They're making the subs now. Yeah, they're sorry. They're announcing them now. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said,
So
"Oh,
they've
by
changed
the
their
way,
keeper.
so
Gunnarsson's off. Rico Henry's
Raya.
off.
Yeah.
Well done by Fredericks.
So they listed 2 subs out of the 5 they made. It's useful. 10 minutes late.
Weird why they're doing it so late.
Good. Ponty Shanson, he's decent centre back. So they must swap centre backs over.
Good tackle from Fredericks. Hiya.
That was a good interception from Fredericks.
Brentford on the attack. I don't know, Matt. There's no.
Oh, that was the new guy on the Eco.
There's just no vibe in this game.
There was a solid 25, 30 minutes where both teams played quite well. And then, problem is, Brentford's play will have been entirely knackered by the fact that they swapped both their centre backs. I think they swapped their wingers and the left back. Well, so I don't know. The sort of wing backs, wingers, and the centre backs and the goalkeeper. So like a core part of their team has just been swapped out. We haven't really adjusted since we lost Fornals from the middle of the pitch. Like it's weird, but it's very evident watching this game today that Lanzini doesn't have the same impact playing at number 10.
I know, but
like it's weird to say because I was thinking.
It's
sitting deeper.
Oh, we've just given the ball away. Brentford on the attack. They've got men forward. I don't know who it was that handed that. I think was it Lanzini again. Cross in from Brentford. Back post finds it. Good tackle from Dawson. Who was that gave the ball away?
I think it was Dawson.
Was it Dawson?
Well, it was Dawson. Oh, it was a good block. It was Dawson into Lanzini, I think, wasn't it? And Lanzini sort of didn't get the fast. I've got his pocket picked.
Good tackle from Dawson. Good header. Ben Rama on the counter. Coming across the halfway line. Fornals has done the overlapping run. Antonio's with him. Lanzini's there. He plays the ball to Lanzini. On the left, tries an outside. Oh, it's a nice bit of play, Ben Rama. It was a nice play. Unlucky. Dispossessed, but Antonio's got the ball on the edge of the box. Feeds the ball back to Creswell. Is it Creswell? No, yeah, it is, yeah. Antonio's gone well out to the left. Finds Connor Coventry more central. Nice ball he plays through to Fornals, who beats the offside trap. Back heel. Creswell pings the ball in to nobody. Nice bit of possession there, Matt.
It was, but
But the end
Problem being,
product.
as we always say, when Antonio goes drifting, that ball come in the box, and your only option was Lanzini. And Lanzini's not going to be winning many headers, is he?
Nope. It was Dawson, thought it was, yeah. Epic
Yeah.
Ash time. Brentford makes Celtic look like a pub team. Need to sign Ben Rama. He's a cross between Benny and Ron Atkinson. Lukey boy, hope you're well, mate. It's not been great. No, it's not been. Caught a lot of decent ones in the first half, but
I think
nothing major.
He's not been aiming for players, has he, Creswell? With the balls he put on. Just 59th, halfway through the 59th minute.
There you go, put that up. 60 minutes.
He's not been crossing.
Oh, the Brentford keeper's got it.
Has he, Creswell? He's been putting balls into areas.
Brentford about to make, I think, a minimum of 3 subs now. Buemo's coming on. The game, it's not a good game, no intensity. I completely agree. It does sound boring, and it is boring. I'm not going to lie, I'm bored. Matt's maybe a bit more enthusiastic because he watched the Leyton Orient game.
It can't be. So, trust me, guys. If you watch that game, this game's 100 times better. And the thing is, as well, is that you've got to take it, like I said before the game, this isn't goals. Everyone wants to see goals, as old Nigel always says. Everyone loves goals. But goals and wins don't matter as much in pre-season as fitness and tactics do. You know, teams use pre-season to tinker with tactics, tinker with player positions and styles, and to get your fitness up.
Yeah.
And one thing I would massively say this season compared to God knows how many seasons before is that we actually look fit.
Yeah, we do.
In pre-season. Like the amount of times we play pre-season and like we look absolutely knackered.
Yeah, no, that's a good point actually. We do look fit. But it's just your typical pre-season game, mate. I mean, Connor Coventry's played really well just now, actually a nice bit of play there. Mark Noble back to Diop. We put crosses in and there's no one of our players in the box. Anton, do you have a link for merchandise? Well, we do have merchandise on the website, mate, not a lot. However, what I will say to you, Glenn, is don't buy any merchandise just now because there's a potential major update coming up soon. Antonio from distance shoots and it goes out for a throw-in.
You know what? As soon as you said Antonio from distance, I was like, "It's not going in, is it?" Oh, that's. You know what? I'm not being funny. I don't.
Here comes. Sorry, quickly, mate. Here comes the big guns for Brentford.
Oh, yeah, he is. There's the main man. Ivan Toney's coming on.
Ivan Toney's coming on, and so is Mbuemo.
Mbuemo. 2 of their famous BMW until we nick Ben Rama.
So Brentford are making 3 substitutions.
I will go on the Brentford Twitter because they're not going to list them at all.
They're listing them now.
They're actually listing them?
Yeah.
So Norgard's off for... So that's one of the first teams. That was number 6. So Norgard's on first team. Norgard on, wasn't it?
I said yesterday in the preview with the Brentford fan, and it wasn't me disrespect from Brentford, but if West Ham are linked to Tony, and obviously he's not leaving the club this year, but if he is leaving the club next year, it's going to be good to see what, just the first glimpse of him. I know it's pre-season, but it'd just be nice to see the first glimpse.
Honestly, he has got all the attributes to succeed in the Premier League.
2 seconds, mate.
Tony's on, Wembo's on, so they've now got. It's still a mixture of the start and first team and the backup, so the subs. But attacking wise, they've got a lot more of the first team players on now. So Frederick's done well to pick up the ball and carry it forward, but his ball into Antonio was over here. And it was way, way beyond him. And it just swept up by the Brentford back 4 by it's going to annoy me now. One of the obvious ones as well. That's why it's annoying me. Was it Johansson? Yeah, I think it was Johansson. Sorry, Janssen, yeah. But West Ham are on the ball. Wide on the right side with Fredericks is looking for options, bringing it forward. Fornals drops out to make a space for a pass out wide. Play little 1-2. Tries to play a ball inside to Lanzini. Gets swept up by the defender. Cleared down the line. Gambled by Connor Coventry. Cut inside one. Had a cross shot. Never really conviction for either way. Well played by Coventry. Sat deep, picked it up. I don't know. You know what? I still can't work out if that was a cross or a shot. If he got caught in two minds, Coventry.
I just seen them focus on Coventry, but I did miss what happened. What did happen there? Oh, they got the ball away. Sorry, Benrahma, edge of the box, skips by the one player, shoots from distance. What a goal from Benrahma! What
the
an
boo boys are going to be out
unbelievable
now.
goal from Benrahma.
Skips round him. Oh, top
Honestly,
bins.
top bins, mate.
Ball out from the box. Benrahma picks it up,
Just
probably about 35 yards out.
Yeah, prime Benrahma. Everything that you ever saw when he played for Brentford. Skips by one player, no problem at all.
Yeah, I was covered by, I think that was Noble, wasn't it? Skips round
Noble.
one, edge of the D, top ball now.
Oh, great goal.
Played out from the centre back, all the way to Noble, 5 yards out. Skips inside one Benrahma and just opens it up.
Puts a touch onto his right foot, opens himself up. Yeah.
Bends it round Janssen, uses him as a marker. Just bends it. Finesses it, top corner. Absolutely no chance. The Matt will keep you in goal for that. You don't save that.
Just want to see how far behind. 4:23. So we're only a minute. Gary not saying go. Frizzy saying get in. Oh, Benny, nice touch through to Antonio. Antonio,
that was a quality finish.
Fornals. Nice bit of play there from West Ham, getting ourselves into a little bit of a groove. Fornals into the box. Oh, who was that? What a save from the keeper. Was that Connor Coventry? Or Noble? I don't know who that was with the deft touch.
Oh,
what a great play from West Ham. Fredericks, Johnson.
Who was that, Noble?
Coventry.
What a save. Hey, Connor Coventry. Deft flick. Oh.
West Ham getting into a groove now. Lanzini pings the ball in. Brentford head the ball out. Collect the ball deep. Connor Coventry tries to collect. Does enough. Oh, he's given a foul for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Once he got dispossessed the second time, yeah. As I said, just from that, you see, the drifted into the box there. I don't think you can't send him to Peterborough.
Oh, substitution. We have Lanzini coming off from Alves.
Who can play holding midfielder. So, is Coventry now going forward? How's that going to work? Can Alves play fullback? Trying to rework out what the shape is.
Let's have a look here now. So we've still got Antonio up. We've got Fornals through the middle. Benrahma on the left. Noble, Coventry sitting right in behind. Alves has gone in beside Dawson. 3 centre halves.
So we've gone to a back three. So Fredericks and Creswell's wing backs. So what? Noble, I suppose Noble and Coventry still sit in the middle two, and Antonio Fornals and Benrahma as a front three. Which side has Alves gone? Has he gone left hand side?
Yes, he has gone left hand side.
So he could be potentially like, Diop, you should have committed to that the first time. Good bit of play. Good. Oh, that was unlucky. So potentially trying him out as a backup for Ogbonna at the moment than Alves.
Right, everyone, we are on 253 thumbs up for the show. Let's go for the 300 target. We're looking for 300. There's well over 350 people watching live. If you are watching right now, please click that thumbs up.
Come on.
Just there, you can see it. Please do it. It helps our channel, pushes us forward, and gets us into the algorithm of YouTube. If you are new around here, of course, hit that subscribe button. And that will help us out as well. Alves is just giving the ball away, quite plain to see to the eye.
That's a poor pass. It's one of them ones.
I'm not making a judgment on him yet, mate, because he's only again, it's pre-season and stuff. But I've not saw anything yet that massively, gets me going. But anyway, Brentford on the attack from distance, hits the post from distance. I don't know who it was. Was that Mbuemo?
Yeah,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No.
Ball.
Hits the post and it deflects out.
Absolutely thumped that. Fabianski didn't even move. No, it was I'd say it was a poor ball from Alves, but it wasn't. It's one of them balls.
Oh, Alves, what are you doing? He's giving the ball away. Tony. He's only been on a sub for about 2 minutes and he's made 2 big errors already. But again,
good defensive cover. Is that Diop on the cover? That is 2 big mistakes.
Yeah, look at this. That's not it.
Who's the
shot from the post?
Who was that with the shot? That's absolute thump. So the pass from Alves is one of the ones where if he'd have actually got it through to Ben Rama, we was away.
Yeah.
They've really pressed the heart of the pitch now, Brentford. Fredericks on the counter-attack. Antonio to... Was that Noble? Noble to Coventry. No, so Coventry to Noble. Noble, Creswell.
Oh, it's an unlucky ball from Diop. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't mind that. It was the right idea.
Right, come on. We're only 30 away from 300 likes. So 30 people away from 300 likes. Click that thumbs up, please, and then I'll stop going on about it.
Vinay, Speed Merchant Fredericks is actually useful. You know what? And I've said this before, because he's very much like Masuaku. He's not a right back, but put him as a wing back, where he's expected to do more attacking, because he's got the pace. I don't like him playing in the back four.
Ball goes over the top. Well done, Creswell. Fabianski.
Which, fun enough, speaking of King Arthur, he played last night, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And I think he played quite well from what I've gathered. I know Stel's done a little cheeky video on him about 1 o'clock in the morning.
So I'm sure Stel will be happy.
But then, do you know what? It's good giving us options back there. That's what we need.
Dying for options. And hopefully he's not rushed back this time.
Another substitution from Brentford.
You know, I'm surprised we haven't made more subs, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We've literally made one. Which was the
Gerard,
one
good to see you, mate, from Dublin Irish. Is that a fan group, all that sort of stuff, Gerard? Hope you're well, mate. Speed Merchant Fredericks actually useful. Oh, hold on a minute. Where are we? Ferral goal. Alves has never impressed me. Always squeaky bum when he plays. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Benny's tasty. Harley, Slammy, I think 5 at the back of the season. First half of the last season, we did it before Lings. And it worked really well against Wolves and Leicester. You're completely right, Harley. You're completely right.
I will say to you what I said before. I think Moyes will pick it based on the team we're playing. I still think when we play the big teams, he will play the 5 at the back.
Yeah.
But when we play the teams we're supposed to attack, I think he'll play the 4 at the back.
Yep. Anyone's asking for the Irish players? Yes, there you go. Hold on a minute. Where is it? It was just up there 2 seconds ago.
It's a bit further up.
Flashizi, there it is. For anyone that's wanting to know, Coventry, Randolph, Odebiku. Ben Rama's played well. He's kind of grown into the game. Has anyone got a card? That's a good question. I don't know.
So yeah, we've made 2 subs, haven't we? Alves. I wasn't even thinking about Alves. Yeah, so we made Noble for Johnson and Alves for Lanzini. Or they were saying that we haven't got many other options to even bring on because 2 of the subs we've got left are goalkeepers. I think Forsum could be an option. And maybe Oko Flex at some point. Good tackle.
Stuart is asking, is next week's game full capacity at the stadium against Atalanta?
I'm not sure. I mean, technically,
think that I don't know if it's full capacity. I think it's close, but I don't think it's full. Benrahma on the attack, going forward. Benrahma. Oh no! Oh, what's he doing? He's gone through everyone. He's tripped up the Brentford player. He literally took on about 6 West Ham players. Got skipped through.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Cross in. Oh, save from Fabianski on the line.
I just see that. And he just. Oh, good save. Yeah, I just see that. You think, oh, what was he doing? Was that Boembo?
No.
Who was that? He just yeah.
Oh, he just went on too much. Yeah.
He done too much. He spent that leg from Diop to come out, and he just threw himself to the floor.
Yep, he did dribble through the whole defence full. He absolutely did.
And a good, comfortable save from Fabianski.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Diop.
We just need 11 more people. We just need 11 more people to hit that like button. If you are watching, hit the thumbs up. It really does push and help our channel out as well. So please do it. We only need 11 more people, and I will stop going on about it. I promise you. That's the last time I'll do it. Got over 370 live people watching just now. West Ham are beating Brentford 1-0 away from home. We're going into the 76th minute.
We don't look very comfortable having made these 2 subs. I think having brought Alves on, we actually look less comfortable going to the 5 at the back than we did with the 4 at the back.
Brentford on the attack, the edge of the box, got the ball. It's like they're trying to kind of get the vibe that they're maybe trying to walk it in a little bit, but West Ham on the break. Antonio's making a run. Benrahma plays the ball through. Antonio's going to be one-on-one with the keeper. Player gets back, shoots, and it goes wide.
It pushed him wide, didn't it? Oh. Just slightly overhit that pass.
Yep.
Benrahma. Just pushed Antonio that tiny bit too wide. But that's what you can do on the counter.
Brentford making another substitution.
He wanted that he wanted that pass on his right foot, Benrahma. So it bent in for Antonio to run into rather than left foot away from him.
Yeah. $77 gone. Brentford 0, West Ham 1.
Hugh, who scored? Benrahma did. Brilliant ball, brilliant shot from 25 yards in the top corner.
Oh, hold on a minute. I think someone's telling me we're at the target we need. Perfect. Brilliant. There we go, lads. Well done. Freshfield, I hope you're well. Yes, I know. Still went out late. I had set up the show. He never replied. I went to bed about 12:15. I was literally on the cusp of sleeping. Do you want to do a show? We'll just go on for a short amount of time. I was like, mate, I'm in my bed. Like, I'm literally sleeping. He went on. I woke up this morning. He was on for an hour and a half.
What, half past 12 last night?
And the night before, I was on till 2. So I was like, I need to get a night's sleep.
Need to sleep, yeah. The question that we all want to know is, what's still on time for the game today?
Probably
We
not. I
know.
did see him putting a comment. This morning or today. Actually, it wasn't like earlier today. It was like a couple hours before kickoff. Whoever's going to Brentford, whereabouts are you drinking? I felt like saying that's late. Like,
What time was that?
I don't know. It was like 1 o'clock. I was like, surely you've got to be in the stadium by like 2:30 or something like that.
Yeah, but still losing like Chelsea, didn't he? So surely he's not far down the road from Brentford.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this has really been quite a boring second half.
It's been a boring game, full stop, mate.
We had the shot. Well, we've had two good shots in the second half. One from Connor Coventry, which was well saved by Raya, and then the one where the Brentford player hit the post.
Yep. And Benny's goal. Alves through Dawson. Pings the ball forward. Tries to find Fornals, but it goes out for a Brentford throw-in.
I think both teams will be happy with the.
I think Moyes is going to make a sub though. Brentford are making a sub now, but Moyes turned around as if he was going to signal something. Or maybe not. I don't know. I think he is.
Another sub. We must make one at least.
How many's Brentford made now?
9. Got to be up to about 8 or 9 subs now, haven't they?
Brentford on the attack, deep in their own half. We're in the 80th minute. Everyone's clapping. I'm not sure why.
One sub. They've made 9 subs.
9 total. So it's just a whole different team then.
Essentially, yeah. Basically, only 2 players probably left that started.
Ivan Toney on the byline. Plays a nice ball through in the box. It's cleared out by Connor Coventry for.
Well, I suppose you've got to think about the fact that we've technically got, 5 of our first team players missing. So we could have made more subs. Well, 6 players now, actually. Ariola's obviously decided he didn't want to risk him, not fresh enough yet. Souček, Rice, and Souček, Fornals, and Yarmolenko. No, Souček, Soufal, and Yarmolenko. Obviously, Rice isn't back till tomorrow, and Bowen's injured. So we could have made more subs, had more subs if there was, difference.
Brentford gets another corner. How many corners have been in this game?
We've had the majority of them. They've all been
we had a majority
crap
in the first half.
Yeah, they've all been crap. That was a decent-ish one.
Mandy has done well. West Ham going into the 82nd minute. Cleared from West Ham to Benrahma. Moyes' match management is never that great. We need to make changes to rest players and give others a run out.
Good clearance. Well brought down
Dawson.
by Benrahma. Nice lay off to Noble.
Dawson. Noble drops deep. Fornals. Back to Nobes. Deep in the West Ham half. Diop plays the ball back to Ben.
That was lucky. That's one of them risky balls by Noble.
Yeah. Alves plays the ball back to Dawson. Back to Alves. Fabianski.
He doesn't fill me with confidence, Alves. I'm sorry.
Smashed the ball at Fabianski. Smashed it to him.
Right.
Diop steps out, but it's fine. West Ham got the ball.
It's unlucky there, Antonio. No one up alongside him.
Ball back to Fabianski. Dawson collects the ball.
Benrahma scored.
There's no movement.
It looks like a decent stadium. I'm just getting distracted by the seats.
Yeah, because you
Not
don't
gonna lie.
know if it's a person or not.
Well, no, because it's like to try and make it not look as empty. They've covered like every other seat in like a yellow or white.
I don't know if they've covered them, mate. Have they? I think is that not the design?
Surely that's not the design because that's just like that's the only eyesore I would say is that. Yeah, it's like is that actually the design? Because there's black ones as well. Like the back of the seats are different colours. I thought maybe that was like a COVID thing. So like you can sit on this seat, not on this seat, sit on this seat, not on this seat, or something.
That's a valid point.
But the actual stadium, it's single tier, run all the
Now
way
you're
around.
making me look and see if I can see anyone sitting on a yellow bloody seat. I'm trying to watch the game.
That's probably more interesting than the game right now, mate.
Yeah. Noble's got the ball deep, drives forward, finds Benrahma, finds Fredericks on the right, tries to skip the ball by the player, but it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Still no subs, apart from the one.
With the two, Noble and Alves. Maybe this is maybe I'm trying to wonder if this might be intentional though, the way we're playing at the moment. Because we are killing the game, we are killing the tempo, making it slower.
Yeah.
And you could argue one of the things we didn't do very well last season was seeing games out. Like I go back to the Newcastle game. We got back to 2-2, had been down to 10 men, and then we started trying to chase a third goal and get in front, and we just shipped it on the counter again.
Yep.
And you go to the Arsenal game, 3-0 up. The Leicester game, the amount of times we got a couple of goals in front and we didn't see games out. I'm thinking, is this a tactic more is he trying to implement on the team of how to close games out?
What's Fabianski gone down for? He's done something to his hip.
No, he got tackled by Tony.
Did he? No, he didn't.
He did. They fell over Tony. Tony was on the floor and he went over him.
Oh, he's landed awkwardly on his kind of lower back, but I think he's going to get up and he's going to be fine.
Creswell pulled Tony down and he's... Yeah, let's see. Tony had his knees up and he's landed on Tony's knees.
Gareth is saying commentary is ready to step up this season.
I would say so.
Moby Dick is saying Moyes is ordering just eat anything but subs. Happy Hammer saying we need pace.
Benrahma's got pace. We're missing Bowen. The one thing you get with Fornal's been on the wing is that you don't get the pace on the wing you want. Obviously, Creswell's got the pace. Fredericks has got pace, but haven't had much chance to use it in the back five when they've been attacking.
Oh, Coventry's brought the player down.
I'll tell you what, he didn't get the foul the first time. He definitely got it the second time.
Anyone that
looks very good. Yeah.
David Trevitt, Fabianski not impressed me today. Creswell lucky not to give away a penalty. Who scored for the Mighty Hammers? Benrahma. We're in the 87th minute here. West Ham on the attack. We're dispossessed. I'm not going to lie to you, though. I mean, it's definitely got the vibe of a pre-season game.
Yeah.
The intensity's dropped. I mean, it's not really been... I think there's been, 2 5-10 minute spells with intensity. But apart from that, the game's been pretty...
But some ways doesn't surprise me because you're only 2 weeks out from the end of the season starting. Essentially most teams have got one pre-season game next weekend. Maybe they might chuck a behind closed game in during the week.
Yeah.
But you're not going to want to be going, you're not going to want full bloody tackles and stop-start 100-mile-an-hour sprinting because if you pull up now, you're probably not going to make the start of the season.
Yeah.
So some players probably think, well, I don't want to overexert myself. Has Rice, Suchek and Sufal played?
Oh,
no.
Good ball through to Antonio. It's inside. He cuts it onto his left foot. Still got it. Tries to shoot. Good tackle from the Brentford player. And he what? Gets
ball
a
over the
goal kick
top.
for that. They must have
Yeah,
said
I
it hit off
thought
Antoine.
that. Unless he kicked it back onto Antonio. Was that a noble pass? I think it was. Into Antonio, turned inside the first defender. Second defender. Oh no, it was still the first defender. I need another replay because it definitely hits the defender. Sorry, yeah, Phil. No, right. Suchek, Sufal, and Areola, and Yarmolenko
Good
were
tackle
all
from
training
Diop.
at Rush Green this morning, so they didn't play. Rice isn't back in training until Monday, and Bowen had a knock today and wasn't risked. So when you take that into account, you got to think: I start in two holding midfielders. I start in right back, and I start in right mid. All didn't play, and we still don't look. We still looked all right. You said Coventry looked really good in the middle.
Yep, he does. Yep, he's done. He's played the full 90 minutes. Where Moyes made only one substitution. Two, sorry. Yep.
Noble for Johnson at half time, and
then
after about an
Alves
hour, Alves coming for
Lanzini.
Lanzini, and
Brentford on
reshaped
the
into
attack.
a back
Ball
five.
into the middle of the box. Dawson does well. Tony from distance. Blocked by Diop. It's not Tony though. I don't know how many minutes injury time we're into the 90th minute. Player still got it. It's clear. It's got goal kick. Oh, he done well. Was it Fredericks? Yeah. Fredericks tackled and played the ball onto the Brentford player.
Well defended, to be fair, Fredericks. So it's got to be it, isn't it? Surely, there's no injury time. They haven't signalled any injury time, which you probably would get. I mean, I only go 1 minute.
Matt, all over, mate. All over. Typical average pre-season game.
Lit up
Matt,
by a brilliant Benrahma goal.
Let's just do a brief overview and possibly come on later. Or maybe wait till the kids go in bed. Are you about later on?
Yeah, I can do it later on.
We'll come and do a kind of overview, a kind of in-depth overview on the game and what our kind of general thoughts were, etc. But let's just do quickly now. We won't talk about the starting lineups or anything like that, but the first kind of 10-15 minutes, mate, little bit of intensity from both teams, but nothing really to shout home about in the first half.
No, it wasn't. I said the only talking point I can remember in the first half was we had the ball in the back of the net. It was just fitness, wasn't it? With two teams of shapes, we had more starting players than they did. They were very defensive in the first half. I made a comment about that I thought they sat back more than they would. They gave us the ball and let us have it. We were passing, probing. Probing, but there was no end product. We had the ball in the back of the net once. Disallowed for something. Well, as long as it's not until 2 a.m, it's fine, you know.
Yeah. Listen, Matt's actually just gone. Like, Matt's just disappeared. So I'll just kind of close off the game. But, you know, it wasn't the most thrilling of pre-season friendlies, but it was a pre-season friendly and it done the job. Here comes Matt. I thought you just gave up, Matt, and just chucked yourself out.
No, but my phone just crashed Safari for some reason.
So I was just saying there, you know, the game really wasn't anything to write home about, but I suppose it's done its job, mate. It's done its purpose. It's given a lot of the players 90 minutes. You know, Fornals had the full 90 minutes. Antonio played the full 90 minutes. Diop, Dawson, Fabianski, Creswell, Fredericks, Johnson.
Well, like I said, it's fitness.
Yeah, fitness levels up.
The key thing is fitness in pre-season.
Yeah.
It's fitness and repetition of positions and jobs within a team.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, I suppose I would say luckily, but we've had some solidity with Moyes where he hasn't just come in, thrown 7 players, transferred out, and brought 7 players in like everyone else seems to when you get a new manager. He's made 2 or 3 subs.
Yeah.
And then he's actually managed to deal with players. So, like I said, this pre-season, this isn't his first pre-season, so the fitness level's already up. And most players know their positions. He's just trying out 1 or 2 different things.
Yeah.
So for Moyes, he's not really worried. He wants to see how. Obviously, he's probably watching that. Maybe in the first half at least, he would be looking at Lanzini, looking at Coventry, and then maybe like Johnson and Benrahma. They've been the 4 he'd have focused on. The rest of them, he's like, I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Go and do the job.
Yep.
Johnson, you know what? It's weird. I would have played Johnson and Fredericks the other way round.
Yeah, I suppose you could do.
I'd
Yeah.
probably have had Johnson at right back and Fredericks at the right wing because.
But you have, but you've got options here,
and the point of this pre-season.
It is, mate. And what I will say about
change.
But Johnson last week against Celtic was unplayable at times in that position, so I understand why he stuck with him in that role. But players that really stood out for you, let's just do the whole 90 minutes, or I'll give you some players. What was your thoughts on Lanzini?
I thought for the first 45 minutes, he was very effectual. He was playing this newish role for him. Playing in like a deep lying playmaker.
Yeah.
When he's got the space, it matches him perfectly because he's got everything in front of him. He can see what's going on and he gets time to pick his passes. Second half, he got moved forward and it didn't have the same effect on the game. He didn't like. It's almost like he didn't like being that far forward. He didn't get the space he wanted. But I thought if he's going to play in that position that everyone's saying Moyes now wants to keep him in the squad for, to play as a deep lying playmaker, I think he could work out really well this season if he stays fit.
Yeah. Thoughts on Conor Coventry?
He looks like he should be in that team.
Yeah, he's ready to rock and roll, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't look out of place. He looks like he belongs in that first 11 now. He looks comfortable on the ball.
First 11, or do you mean squad?
The 25-man,
Yeah.
the 25-man squad. He doesn't look out of place.
Cool. You can see him getting getting game time.
We got 4 cup competitions, so he's going to start games.
Yeah. What is going on in the chat?
What
is this? What does this mean?
I've got no idea.
Hold on a minute. Let me have a look here and see if there's a way of me finding out, but I don't know how to do it. Who was I talking about there? I said Coventry. Next player, and we'll just do the last one, is Benrahma. What a goal from Benrahma.
He had you know what? I'm not trying to compare the players, but the role he was given today was very much like the Dimitri Payet role because he was out on that left-hand side, but the amount of times he picked up the ball and he was on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, and they literally let him just drift where he wanted, which made him very difficult to mark. And then, like you said, I think you missed a bit earlier. One of the times you dropped out and he picked the ball up and he turned the first man, nutmegged the second man, and then he got away. And then he got to about 25 yards out and he played the ball wide to Johnson. Whereas like a couple of times last season we seen him do it and he got to that position and he took that snapshot, didn't he? And it just went in the crowd. Whereas like this time he had that composure to go, you know what? Actually, I'm not in the best position. I'll play it wide. I think he went out for a corner.
Yeah.
But
long dark tunnel. I'm just, but I don't agree with that one. I really don't. I don't agree that he's not convinced. Yeah, no. For me, I am.
You know what? Let's take into context, guys, that newly promoted or not, that was a Premier League team, Brentford.
Yeah,
that is a Premier League team. Maybe he's not going to go in and boss the midfield against Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, but could he go toe to toe with a lot of the lesser teams? Yeah.
Absolutely. So all in all, mate, a good run out for the squad. Well, not the squad, but really 13 players against the Premier League side. We've got another preseason game in 7 days' time. I reckon we will probably announce something else, whether it's behind the closed doors or not, but I reckon it will, because we've got players still to come back and players to get a bit more game time before the season starts. But anyway, this has been our Matchday Live. We will come back to you with something maybe a little bit later on. And so keep an eye on the channel. We'll do a kind of review of the game and maybe talk a little bit deeper into about people's performances and what we can see, how they can step up into the kind of equation in the Premier League moving forward. But if you are new around here, please go and hit that subscribe button. If you are also watching, please go and hit that thumbs up, and of course leave a comment when the video is done. But that brings it into our Matchday Live. Brentford 0, West Ham 1. West Ham still unbeaten in pre-season, but I'm not looking too much into that. We just need to concentrate on the fact that we're going to be hopefully feeling positive about the season ahead, and we'll move on from there. Anyway, he's been Matt, I've been Anton. This is West Ham United. Come on, you Irons.